think we're ready to begin. Boom! Looks to all be good. Hello everyone, I am Adam aka Castlerock 15 and welcome to another live stream video. Except this time around it's not a Lego set we're going to be building today. Today we are tackling something absolutely different. I'm going to set one more. No, thank you, past me. Just so I've got live chat on there, I can see all chat going on. But yes, today I'm wanting to tackle something different here. Today I'm going to be looking at the most recent product in the Power Rangers Lightning Collection line from Hasbro, the Zord Ascension project. So this has been pretty much hyped up from the beginning. From whenever it got first announced, everyone was super excited about this. And then when the reviews came out, this was not praised so much. This was apparently just had its flaws, had issues that left a very sour taste in like fans and collectors' mouths. But you know what? Seeing that I'm a fan of like the Hasbro range, the Lightning Collection, and of course being a Power Ranger fan myself, I still went ahead and purchased this and went through with the pre-order, and I thought, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's look at this product, give it my 2 cents / pence on the matter, but do something new, something that I actually promised long ago on an old and now an update with Castlerock 15 video, that I said that I was going to tackle review videos, and I thought, why not start today with this little fellow right here. So that being said, let's get started here, folks. Already at the beginning we are greeted with the box itself, and I gotta say I am liking it so far. We have got like a nice little like sleeve on top of it, you know. You've got like that, you know, like grid type of layouts, and then you just get like that wee bit in the middle in the shape of like the lightning symbol of the Power Rangers, that you can actually see the main box itself, which I gotta say, that like design that they gave, the metallic pattern design, looks pretty good. And then off the bat we get ourselves what we're getting with all 5 of the Zords. You know, I'm going to assume from the thing why it's Z0101. I'm going to assume this is just, you know, like their way of coding it. I mean, honestly, they're just better just calling it by what they are. The Triceratops, the Saber-Tooth Tiger, yada yada. And then on the back we get ourselves a nice little view of what to expect from tank mode to the actual Zord itself. And we get this nice little collection right here. And what I also love about these boxes is that they do like this like pop out print. So whenever you like feel like this picture here, you're actually getting like that pop out feeling of the Megazord. And then we've got tank mode there, and then we get that pretty, as I like to say, a really nice badass shot of the Megazord itself, like a promo art there. So that aside, that is open. Always remember, kids, whenever you're opening boxes and using sharp objects, always get parental supervision. Safety first and all that. Really should have used a box cutter, but hey, good old scissors will do the trick anyways. So much sticky residue, I don't want to try and... I'm just hoping it doesn't peel too back, because that is why I don't like stickers you know, that residue stuff, because depending on like the type of like cardboard that they have, you know, it can obviously, you know, rip off parts of the image. Well, while I'm struggling to do this here, I thought I'd maybe indulge a wee bit further into the whole review aspect. I thought, you know, back in the day, you know, to help grow the YouTube channel, I thought it would be an idea to, you know, like expand, you know, like sort of do more, you know, because I didn't want to see myself as just an animator at the time. I kind of wanted to see this channel as, you know, like a jack of all trades, essentially. Then, of course, I upload. That didn't seem to be playing out, because whenever I upload Let's Plays to this channel, everyone was like, ugh, Let's Plays, ugh, I signed up for Lego animations and all that. Ideally, whenever I said I wanted to do like review videos, I kind of wanted it to be, you know, like video game reviews, but let's be real, there's already stacks of those reviewers out there anyways. Ugh. That's what I mean. It's maybe not hard to see on the camera, but there's like this white like outline here from whenever you took the residue sticky off. There's not another one, is there? Seriously? Oh, they're double-sided. Bah. You know what? Since that they're removed, there we go. There we go, sleeve off, and there we go, we get a better shot of the Zord itself, the Zord head. QR code, I'll not show that. And looks pretty good. I like the wee Z at the back there, because believe it or not, like just like many others, I never knew what the Z always stood for with the Power Rangers until I realized, oh yeah, that's right, Power Rangers is based off like a Sentai show. Okay, because I thought, you know, it was funny, like 1 minute it's like all nice sunny Angel Grove at 1 minute, and then whenever they morph they're immediately fighting and there's the Tokyo Broadcast Tower right behind them. Easy does it. Ah! Oh yes! Now this is absolutely nicely stunning detail that you're come with a surprise with, is this like promo art here of the iconic Megazord versus Goldar fight, which is such an iconic thing because in terms of like Power Rangers lore, that was the first battle with the Megazord was with Goldar. Or if you're Super Sentai, Daizujin versus Griff Zora, I think it is. Either way. And this little detail I will applaud here. Like, again, like pop out like type of, you know, like feel. And then this is like meant to represent like the console of the Megazord right here. So you've got, you know, like in the show they would like put their hand on each button. So you've got the helmet of the Ranger, the Zord head, and then it would come together to light up the symbol of the Ranger in question and Zord. Though I will admit, as much as I appreciate that whole pop out like feeling, I kind of had expectation for them to be like, you know, like metal. Like I know that's like wishful thinking at that point, but I don't know. I just feel like, you know, it just feels just plain to me. Anyways, Open them, and I believe this is where all the compartments are. Ooh, yes. So, let's start off that with... Wow! They were not kidding, the reviews. Like, this was quite some queer weight. As soon as I lift out the Tyrannosaurus here, flipping light as a feather. Look, yeah. A wee bit of a bag rip there. That's slightly disappointing. Oh Lord, Lord Almighty. Okay, I can sort of get the gist of this. Wow. So, click in. That. Nope. Won't be doing that now. There we go. Okay, so in terms of reviewing the main bulk of it, which is the Tyrannosaurus, aside from being light, just looking at this here, I mean, it does have its pros and cons. I do like the whole concept of the joints here. You've got, like this movement for the lower legs, like back and forth. And then I like this little detail. I think this is going to come into play for in Megazord mode. You've got like this nice little like hip pivot right there on each side, and even at the hips itself, the hip joints. Because I love that it was like whenever there was like fighting against the Dragon Zord, it done like this jump move. It's like, surprise! Rah! And also, aside from that, not much articulation in the tail other than just that, and looks to be that, but then that's like for the sake of tank mode, which we'll get to in a bit. Head, not so much articulation other than, you know, looking up and then the opening the jaw, and then just, I would have thought they would have, I mean, there's a bit of a tiny little movement with the arms, you know, to like, you know, give it like an omnidirectional feel, but not so much. I mean, it's lacking, like that would have been perfect, and it's on like, there's like no pivot in like the elbows, so that's, and they were saying there was something about the head. Oh, hold on, actually, no, here. There's actually waist pivot as well. That's nice. And then, I don't know the whole gist about this bit here. They're just like loose there. Apparently someone was saying among the lines that whenever you put the head down, like, it's apparently temperamental to get back into place, because what this new feature is that there's actually a ball and socket joint for the head of the Megazord, but I don't know, I didn't feel too much with that, so we'll keep Tyrannosaurus to the side for now. I do like that click feeling, it gives like that nostalgicness, so we'll keep him there for now. Actually, do you know what? Keep him balanced out like that. Now, next on the list, I'm seeing yellow, so we have got the saber-toothed tiger. Surprise, surprise. Oh. Okay, that aside, let's see, let's put the saber-tooth into its main formation. bit loose on the tail there, because then in the show, the idea is, you know, as its primary weapon function, you know, its tail would like turn up, and then that would become like a cannon mode that would shoot down like the monster of the week. Noticing this again, no very like stiff articulation in the front paws there, and yet no articulation, and also at the shoulder pads there. But other than that, it's kind of disappointed that there's no movement in the paw joints, and then that's pretty much. This is so loose. Okay, I think I have found my flaw with this Megazord, is that it is very, very loose. Like, I think this is meant to be, you know, like for the pivot point of the feet in Megazord mode, but this is just falling off. It's like, and then back legs, just nothing at all. So yeah, mouth movement and move of its tusks, but other than that, yeah. Right, next up. Ah, yes. Oh, Triceratops. What have they done to you, my friend? What? And loose again. Not a very good design on this ball and socket. Very loose. What? In. Okay. I guess you can, if while you're being careful there, like slight neck movement to get like that up and down, and then you've got like a pivot in the head there, but and then of course, you know, tail for its, you know, regular form. Oh, and apparently the wheels can be extended out. Wow, what did they do to the poor Triceratops? What have they done to you, my friend? That's it, just to extend the wheels. Like, and another like primary feature in the show is that, you know, it could like shoot out its horns, you know, like as like a grappling feature, but other than that, I don't know. So far this is made the bottom of the Zord list, so I'm going to keep him to the side. Right. There we are. Mastodon next. I'm not liking the way these bags are wrapped here, because it doesn't matter anyways, they're damaged. Like, for the sake of like collector thing, you want to keep these bags, but it's no good whenever like the bulk of it is. Oh, what was I about to say? What the? Okay, random bit of cardboard just to wedge in there. Okay, scratch that. Third. You're second now, and you are the first. Mastodon is just absolutely... That's just it. Only slight articulation you're getting there in its base, like, animal form is just movement in the back of its hind legs. Some slight movement in the tusks, and absolutely zero movement for the what do you call it? The trunk. But Lord Almighty. And also, the one fact I'm realizing that what the amount of detail that these Zords in particular are lacking is die cast. Like, that was the beautiful thing about the its predecessors from Son of Chokin, the Legacy version, and of course the original, is like that metal die cast that brought it out so well. This is just got that cheap plasticness to it. I'm sorry, like, this is just my honest, like, critique of it. Alright, from what I've heard is that last and certainly not least, this is apparently the worst of the 5, supposedly, the pterodactyl. Mainly for one reason, which I am hoping is not too serious on my version, but that is just wishful thinking at this point. So, apparently they're saying that the side of the wing there isn't glued on properly, and it causes like some issue, like whenever you're trying to bend it back, that it kind of like lifts the plastic. I'm not seeing it much on the left wing. The right wing, however, a bit of like roughness to the like movement, but I'm actually not seeing too much like friction issues. So that was the one thing I was worried about, so that's alright. I mean, I was taken aback to how like basically the heads of both the Sabertooth and the Triceratops was basically falling apart. In terms of articulation for the base of the pterodactyl, just that for its wing, or its, let's just call it its rudder. That movement in the head there, and just the movement of the wings. And then this is something that was included in the extras. I think this is like all the extra pieces. Actually, there's one more. Aha! There was one more thing. Right, we'll keep the boxes to the side now. So, looks like I'm gonna have to rip. Oh, nope. Right, couple of wee features here. Looks like I'm gonna try and show it as best I can on camera there. Hopefully the fan's not going to blow them off. But that right there is a nice little key feature there, which I actually like included in this. It's like wee miniatures of the Power Rangers themselves. And this is actually playing homage because I do remember having the Time Force Megazords from Power Rangers Time Force, and I remember this little key feature is that whenever you open the cockpit pieces, is that there were like seats there, and you're like thinking, okay, that's a wee bit of added detail, but what's the purpose did that serve? It was only until I found out when looking at the instructions that you got like wee miniatures with it. Yet for some reason, in the like releases outside Japan, we never got those like miniatures to go with it, so that was slightly disappointing. Included else in the features is different hand pieces, which can become quite useful. Just extended reach and whatnot. And then looks to be the cannons of the Megazord, which in show continuity is actually the feet of the pterodactyl, which just slide on comfortably like that. Right, how are we like for stream quality here, guys? Are we good? Yeah. All good, guys. Oh, that actually being said, guys, on the whole miniature aspect, one little feature I thought was pretty cool, it's a wee bit difficult, is that you can actually slot open like a part of the Megazord, and you can actually see that there is like a wee printed miniature inside each of the Megazord, you know, giving that homage to whenever like they jump in, it's like, Rangers, log in! So that's a little bit of a nice little tidbit. Looks like the Mastodon's a wee bit difficult to do. Let's see, Saber, I think that's easy enough. Okay, so that's technically, well, you know what? We'll technically class that as a wee added bit of articulation, but other than that, I'm not too fussed on it. But, you know, still like A+ for effort, you know. Or A for effort, sorry. I just wish the one for... And then, where is it for... Oh, on the actual nose bit. And really the only one I just can't seem to get open is the Mastodon one. Looks to be fair. Oh, there we go. Oh well. Oh, and then of course I meant to mention there's another little add-on. The Power Sword, or the God Horn in Zooranger. Looks okay. Like, this is probably... Oh, Lord, no, actually, I changed my mind. On this side here, it's probably hard to see on the camera. On this side here, perfect, like that chrome metal. And then right there, there's, like, hints of, like, chipping and all. Like, you can actually see, like, the original mold bit. Either that or the Nasty Knight was frying the Power Sword again. From Happy Birthday Sack, which growing up now actually makes no sense, that Megazord battle. Right. Let's see how easy they make this for putting together. Rangers, put together your crystals. 2, 1, power up! Activating Megazord mode, or switching to tank mode. So, easy as so. Start off with the saber-toothed tiger. Looks just like that, tails folded up. Arm folded like that. Easy as that. And accelerating. So, how do they... Huh? Okay, so how are they wanting it for the... Oh, okay now, so... the Tyrannosaurus upright like so. Like that, and then are they saying that these bits flip up? Oh wow, there's like so much pressure you have to apply to move that. And like, that's the worst thing about this. See, because this is all plastic and all, like, you're actually trying to be super cautious as well so that you're not breaking any. You're having a laugh. This actually is crime and Nelly. That is so... That is not good. Lord. Alright. So that's that. And then just legs, pins like that. tail goes up. Well, tail rests like that for a minute. Until we... Oh, wrong way around. Oh, no. Okay, looks like the biggest hassle so far would have had to been the pinning the saber-toothed tiger and the triceratops into the pegs for the main part. Right. So apparently this just comes off. Yep, just pegs there, which could look like they could give way eventually, like to elements. That folds up. At least the instructions are somewhat reminiscent to the Legacy version. That is absolutely stupid. So this just decided to pop out this random piece. Don't know about that, but hey ho, that's what we're going with right now. That is horrendous. Oh, so apparently it just lifts off. Apparently, okay. So they're not needed. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh. I am sorry. I paid nearly £150 for this. I know the price went up, but there is just paint missing right there. Come on. So, tank mode, arms like that. Supposedly, Mastodon's head just rests in this little piece like so. Just like that. And Pterodactyl gives up its arm cannons, so it looks more like meow. Yep, I think the head of the Mastodon is doing this thing that Arlem seemed to have been having an issue with. Like, it is just not resting at all. And even whenever you do get rest, the weight of it pulls off the chest of the what is it called there? The Tyrannosaurus down. Actually, I wonder if That is bad. And supposedly... So Pterodactyl just rests like so. Oh, they don't even want the tail. What? That's... This is... Oh wow, this is not pleasant for tank mode. Honestly, the tank mode for the legacy version that I have is more like easy to put together than this was. So that's tank mode with the head falling of the mastodon there. I have never been so... I have no words. No words. It's not exactly been the eventful of putting together this. So now I am curious to see what they're now having you do for the Megazord mode. In fact, am I even like wanting to know like what the sole purposes of these bits of the mastodon were for? Like, I mean, where do they go after that? Like, seriously? Where? That is not decent design right there. Alright, may as well finish this off and put it into its true form that we now know it as. Megazord sequence has been initiated. So throw them to the side, cannons, take them off. This should probably be the only highlight bit. And there we go, there's that bit there that I was saying, you know, like the change out the hands. So, burp, transform. Head of the Triceratops and Sabertooth just rest like so. Really? Alright, we're being like this then, mate. Well, I can one you up as well. The pressure on it. This is terrible. Oh. You know, I wish I could call this the angry review, but I'm sure, like, Angry Joe would not approve of it. I'm using his brand. I am sorry, that is... I'm taking this off so I can fix this. The only way to work around that, if you're having issues with it, is just apply light pressure and then twist it like that. Alright, let's try that again. So this is not funny. This actually is not funny. You cannot make this nonsense up. This is actually a legit flaw in this product. Hasbro, if you're watching this, this is ridiculous. No offense, your quality control has gone downhill since, I don't even know, like, what wave was Dino Thunder White Ranger, whatever wave that was, that's whenever it started going downhill. There we go. Screw it. Never been so angry at this. You know, I had high hopes for this here. Clearly, I was mistaken. You know, thank God no one's watching this live video. I only see there's one person watching this. I am sorry for you clicking on this video and you're watching this. Like, you cannot make this crap up. You really cannot. Feel complete without the. Let's go and get that wherever that. And it is a bit of a irritating, like, squeeze to get the cannon bits in. Pterodactyl doesn't even rest properly in place. So apparently you can adjust the cannons. How? Oh, maybe there was some articulation in the front legs of the Mastodon, because you can actually do that, so you can actually give it cannon mode, like cannons. What a great add-on! Well done, Hasbro. Well done. Wow, look at that. Wow. Let's go and get that bloody Triceratops head. I am literally steps away from getting like glue and just gluing that on, because that's ridiculous. I couldn't care less if I lose the like mobility of the leg of the Triceratops there, like, because that's an absolute unfair design on Hasbro's part. Yeah, you know what? At the end of this review, I'm getting my glue gun out and I am gluing that sucker in. Because that is ridiculous. Ridiculous! Like, I had praise for this. Really, I did. I tried to be optimistic for this, but no, I was mistaken. I was 100% mistaken. And there we go. And there's what I mentioned there, the horns don't even... You know what? There we go. I had this excellent thing to just show off, you know, the Zord, you know, what the only bit of criticism or compliment I was going to give this model was the articulation, but as you can see, non-existent. Aside from the ridiculousness of the head, there we go. Knee joints. Elbow joints that we didn't get in like the Legacy and the original, and like there's actually pivot points there. Pterodactyl chest popping up as usual, and yeah, look at that, bendable twist. Easy to pose if it's a version that you've got that is workable. And just for the sake of, let's give him the power sword. Just didn't bother took a wee bit of motivation to slide in. And let's complete it with the Mastodon shield. And there we go. There is what is the saddest excuse of that was my review of the Zord Ascension product, Dino Megazord. What do I think of it? Absolute trash. I spent £150 on this thing. 115 British pounds for this train wreck. This thing that has loose bits. Do you know what? You see, whenever originally my expectation was whenever it was like built in Megazord mode, I was more focused on like the problems it had with the Dino Zords. So like I thought, you know, the combined form was actually going to be great. That, you know, I was going to give it compliments saying like those flaws aside, this would have been a perfect thing for articulation wise for animation and all, which I would have loved to done, but I stand corrected. Pieces that fall off easily. Pieces that blimmin' pop out easily. What's worse as well, this is a licensed product from Hasbro themselves. Like, it sort of makes me wonder if they even care about the brand anymore. Like, when they first brought out the Lightning Collection, this, like, the figures, the quality of the figures were absolutely stunning, beautifully articulated. Like, the White Ranger, the Shadow Ranger from SPD, Lord Zed, and if I'm not mistaken, the Red Beast Morpher Ranger, or no, not the Red Beast Morpher Ranger, the Red Dino Charge Ranger. Best ones, and they continued along that line until, like I said, whatever phase the Dino Thunder White Ranger came out. That's whenever I think they started to go heavily downhill. I mean, the Zord Ascension project, I think you should just stop. In fact, you know what? What's even more as well is that pre-orders right now for the Dragon Zord is available. I think after this review, I'm going to go ahead and cancel that, because if this is what I've got for the first line, I'm not wanting to see what's going to go down further. What's more, because of the cost of livings went up, prices have went up. Like, the Dragon Zord is, if I'm not mistaken, like nearly £150 last I checked on Hasbro's website. I may be wrong, but for the sake of that, no. Do you know what? A comparison's sake, this here was what I like to imagine is the prototype Zord Ascension project of the Zeo Megazord. I mean, obviously, you can't take it apart and all, but aside from that, the articulation is phenomenal with that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there are pieces that you can take off. For some reason, the bison head, the wings, which was actually, I thought was actually kind of nice. So you've got it in regular Zord mode, and then you have it like this nice little add-on to make it look like, you know, a battle in the sky and all. And of course, you know, being the Zeo Zord, the changeable helmets as well, you know, for each whenever they were fighting Silo. That's how I like to see, that's how is the definite quality of the Zord Ascension product. This is like the equivalent of when Disney finished RPM, that they wanted to finish the franchise, they didn't want to continue it. They then decided to make, in 2010, like a revamped version of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, taking the original show and adding these god-awful comic book designed, like, effects and all that at the time you would have seen in another Saban show, Big Bad Beetleborgs. What are my thoughts on the, so all in all, what's my thoughts on the Zord Ascension project? Don't waste your money. If you see this, you know what? See, for the price, agreeing with everyone, I would not even pay the full amount for this. Like, this is like a £50 to £60 toy at best, given the crap that I've had to deal with. Well, anyways guys, thank you so much for sticking about to watch this video. If you're watching this after this video's gone live, during like playback, thank you for sticking about to give what I personally thought on building that ridiculous thing. If you want to stay up to date, guys, as per usual, my social medias are in the description below. If you want to see more of this type of content, which, don't get me wrong, despite how bad that was, I actually enjoyed making like these type of videos, like these review videos, even like doing them live as well. If you want to see more of these, then I will happily do them. And all in all, like, to stay up to date, remember, leave a like, a comment on this video, and then if you want, subscribe to the channel today, and be sure to hit that bell notification. And all in all, guys, thank you so much for watching, and always remember to stay positive. See you guys.